So, you guys may be wondering, Yolanda, why are you wearing those scarves on your head? That is like so ratchet, so ghetto. Honestly, I don't think it's ratchet or ghetto. I like wearing these out. I think they look very stylish. But I personally like wearing scarves. I think they're so stylish, and I get them from Goodwill, so they're not expensive at all. Even though I do think they are stylish, and it's nothing wrong with rocking these outside of your home, I have been wearing them because these Havana twists are giving me so much drama, so many problems. So today I'm going to show you how I'm going to refresh my Havana twist. I've only had them in for a little over 2 weeks, and immediately they just started frizzing at the root. Watch my technique. You can click right here if you haven't seen it, and you can see how I achieve these Havana twists. And the technique I use is I put my hair over top of the fake hair so it would look more natural, so the knot wouldn't show of the fake hair. And although that is an awesome technique, it's also bad because your hair is on top of the fake hair, so of course your hair is going to curl up, it's going to frizz, and then your style isn't going to have longevity. So I still like my technique and I'm still going to use it, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to refresh these. Don't laugh, you guys, it is so bad. So this is after 2 weeks of Havana twists. Some people like the frizzy roots because they say it just looks more natural. But again, this is 2 weeks, and see, my hair is coming out right here. It's frizzy, but I'm going to show you how to refresh them. Of course, you can refresh them by just retwisting them, which I am going to do that. I'm going to retwist like maybe like the top and kind of like this outer perimeter. But there is also another technique you can use, and the products I'm going to be using today just to add a little bit of moisture is I'm going to be using the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Style Milk. The other product is also from Shea Moisture. The other one is the Curl Enhancing Smoothie, and this one is also good. And I'm going to be using this one today instead of the curl milk. Brushing technique is more for at night. You don't want to do this and then go out. So this one I kind of adopted from like when people have dreads, and you know, they refresh their dreads when they're locking them or whatever, or locks, sorry. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna put just a small amount of this milk on my hand. I mean, this is the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. Rub it in your fingers, and then you're gonna put it on the hair, your hair that's exposed. Then you're gonna start twisting like you're starting dreads, you know, or refreshing your dreads. And I'm just twisting the product down, so I'm almost like retwisting this. Can you see it? So it's automatically looking way better. Of course, it's not gonna stay like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it around a little bit until I can tell that it's going to stay. And also, like when you're to the point where you're done twisting it, kind of like put it underneath so it will stay. And of course, you want to go in the direction that you twist it. You don't want to go the opposite direction of what you twisted, because if you do, then you're going to unravel your twist. So again, I'm going to, and once you start doing this, you can feel the tightness and you can tell when you shouldn't twist it anymore. And again, you're kind of going to lock it underneath of itself. And if you put this twist right next to the one you just did, it shouldn't unravel. And again, as you're retwisting, you're also kind of dragging the product down the length of your hair too. And again, this where it's dropped, you're gonna kind of tuck it underneath of itself, and also make sure this loose end is kind of laying next to this one because it's kind of like a stopper, so it won't just like unravel. So I'm gonna keep doing all of these in the front, and then I'll show you some of the ones that I'm just gonna retwist. So there's that. And of course, the other way to refresh is to just redo it. It's very easy to unravel, especially if you didn't borrow hair. Just like when I do my hair and how I suggest to you guys, do not borrow hair, because when you don't borrow hair, it's so easy to the takedown process is so much easier. So when I did these, same thing. I didn't borrow hair from side to side. I just kept two separate pieces at all time and just twisted, because when you do it that way, it's so easier to take down. So that's the same technique I used when I did these twists. So I'm just going to take unravel these now, and you can see how easy it is, because again, I didn't borrow hair, so it's so easy to just take down. And when I refresh these, it's really easy, because remember, if you saw my tutorial, we had two pieces, we started with 3 sections. The middle piece is where we attached the fake hair, and then, or the Marley hair, and then the 2 outer pieces are the ones we put on top, which was our hair, to cover up that knot. So the good thing about that technique is when you're refreshing, you don't have to take out the knot part. This is the 2 pieces that were on the outside, and this piece is still connected pretty securely, so these are still good in the middle. So that part is not the part that needs refreshing, it's just our hair. I do have some, there's where the knot started right here, and that looks pretty good, but we need to refresh our hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the Curl Enhancing Smoothie on my hair, and I should be adding water, but I'm not. And I have some shedding, of course, you guys, because I haven't touched my hair in over 2 weeks. So there is some shedding. So now we have our 2 pieces, and we have the fake 2 pieces. So I'm just going to do the same technique. I'm putting my hair on one side of the twist and the other piece on the other, and I'm just going to start twisting. And I may keep these in a little bit longer. At first I said I was going to take them out and do my wig for 2 weeks, but I may just refresh all of these and rock these for 2 more weeks to make it a full month of wearing them. And there's the refreshed one. Very refreshed. It looks perfect how it started out looking. So I'm going to take these down so you can just see a little bit how they're refreshed the roots are. So as you can see, they are a bit refreshed because we twisted them up. So it's definitely, it works. It definitely works for your roots. Again, it's the same technique as when people are refreshing their locks. It's not completely perfect, but at least it is a little bit perfect, and it still looks natural. So let's compare. This is the one This is the one where I just did the twisting like you do in your dreads. And then this one is the one that I redid completely. So of course this one looks a little bit more smooth because it's smooth all the way down. This one is more, it's still frizzy everywhere else, but it's smoother at the root. And of course if I slept like this overnight, it would be even more you know, fixed or whatever. But I'm just gonna do a few more. I'm gonna do the ones in the front because I do want these to be fresh looking. Another thing is when you moisturize your twists or moisturize your hair of course is going to start curling up. So that's when I noticed when my hair started frizzing the most, is like the first few days I didn't do anything to my hair whatsoever, but as soon as I added product to kind of moisturize my hair, that's when the frizz started, because of course our hair starts to curl when product is put in there. So I just wanted to show you again, this is what we just, this is one of the twists that I just took down. So as you can see, these are the two pieces of my hair that's covering the knot. This is the knot right here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to refresh our hair with the product, add some moisture. Now our hair is kind of like making it tight, even though it may be a little bit loose. And as I'm twisting, I'm kind of grabbing the hair, my hair, finger detangling it down and smoothing it down so it doesn't give it enough room to curl up. Of course it is going to happen eventually, but this will kind of slow down the process. See, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys inspire me, because I was totally about to take these things out, but I was like, I have to do an update video before I take them out. But now that I just did this, I'm gonna keep them in for a little bit longer. And I'll probably use a combination of both techniques. I'll probably refresh the entire twist on the perimeter and then kind of like at the top here, and rock these for a little bit longer. But yes, you guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. Again, these twists on natural hair don't last that long, especially if you use the technique that I did in my video. But you just have to make a decision. Do you want longevity or do you want it to look natural? And me personally, I like it to look natural, and I will still use my technique, and I'll just use this refreshing technique as much as I need to. I'm gonna put my scarf back on just so while the product is drying, it'll kind of make it lay down more. So, and that's another thing, you got girls, if you are not wearing your scarf at night, that's another big no-no. You need to wear your scarf at night to help your hair stay fresh, you guys. So yes, girls, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
From the fight, when what you fight